Material handling is the movement, protection, storage, and control of materials and products throughout manufacturing, warehousing, distribution, consumption, and disposal. Handling and storing materials involves diverse operations such as hoisting tons of steel with a crane, driving a truck loaded with concrete blocks, carrying bags or materials manually, and stacking palletized bricks or other materials. The efficient handling and storage of materials are vital to industry. In addition to raw materials, these operations provide a continuous flow of parts and assemblies through the workplace and ensure that materials are available when needed. Unfortunately, the improper handling and storing of materials often result in costly injuries. Manually moving materials is the least effective method of getting something from point A to point B. However, many times it is the only way. While attempting to lift manually, employees may misjudge the size and weight of objects. Couple that with poor lifting techniques, and back injuries like strains or sprains may occur. While automation is swiftly taking over material handling solutions, the issue of workplace safety remains a primary concern for most business owners. According to the latest report published by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, 5,333 fatal work injuries were recorded in the United States in 2019, with transportation and material moving accounting for 39% of worker deaths. These material handling injuries often lead to expensive medical treatments and workers' compensation, low employee morale, and result in substantial loss of productivity. With increasing globalization, even the smallest downtime can cost businesses a fortune. Let's take a look at 4 best practices for material handling. Number 1. Design an ergonomic workplace. An ergonomic designed workspace considers the task requirements and the capabilities of your workforce in order to reduce fatigue and minimize discomfort in your employees. This further brings down the risk of injuries. Designing an ergonomic workplace begins with a thorough assessment of potential risk factors. Tasks that are performed repeatedly or over long periods of time can lead to fatigue and injury. The main risk factors or conditions associated with the development of injuries in manual material handling tasks include awkward postures, such as bending or twisting, repetitive motions, such as frequent reaching, lifting, or carrying, forceful exertions, which include carrying or lifting heavy loads, pressure points, which are caused from grasping loads or leaning against parts and surfaces that are hard or have sharp edges. Static postures, such as maintaining fixed positions for a long time. Repeated or continual exposure to one or more of these factors initially may lead to fatigue and discomfort. Over time, injury to the back, shoulders, hands, wrists, or other parts of the body may occur. In general, ergonomic improvements are changes made to improve the fit between the demands of work tasks and the capabilities of your workers. There are usually many options for improving a particular manual handling task. It is up to you to make informed choices about which improvements will work best. To learn more about how to start improving your ergonomics program, check out our video, 9 Steps to Start or Improve Your Ergonomics Program. Number 2. Use proper body mechanics. Lifting heavy items is one of the leading causes of injury in the workplace. It is critical that the workers use their bodies properly while handling different materials. Encouraging good biomechanics and work techniques among workers will improve work processes and promote productivity. Poor body mechanics and work techniques will increase the risks of injuries, so it's imperative that employees use the proper lifting principles. The lifting principles can be broken down into 4 stages. The preparation stage involves planning out a lift before the physical act of lifting or carrying takes place. Employees should be encouraged to think about the following questions. How heavy or awkward is the load? Should another person help with the load? Is there a machine that can help move the load? Is it possible to break the load into smaller parts? Where is the load going? And is the path clear of obstructions? The lifting stage entails the actual lifting of the load. Employees should get as close to the load as possible and try to keep their elbows and arms close to their body. When lifting, it is important to keep the back straight, bend at the knees, and keep the load centered within the power zone. It should be emphasized not to jerk while lifting, and if the load is too heavy to lift, ask for help. The carrying stage is where the moving of materials occurs. It should be stressed to employees that they do not twist or turn their body. The hips, shoulders, toes, and knees should stay facing the same direction at all times. Encourage employees to set the load down and rest if they feel fatigued to avoid further strain on their bodies. Employees should not get so fatigued that they are unable to set the load down properly. The setting down stage mirrors the actions of the lifting stage. When lowering the load, employees should bend at the knees, not the hips, and the load should be kept as close to the body as possible. Number 3. Use the right material handling equipment. Choosing material handling equipment is critical. The right material handling techniques and equipment will make tasks quicker, safer, and easier. Employees should make sure their carts and material handling equipment are in proper working condition to ensure the maximum reduction in risk of injury. Using tools like carts and conveyor belt scales will improve safety while handling loads of different sizes and weights. Invest in material handling equipment like carts, pallets, shelves, and automated equipment. Ensuring that handling equipment is well maintained and serviced regularly keeps them in good condition and reduces overall downtime. Equipment like conveyors and automation, palletizers, and street wrappers need planned maintenance and regular inspection. Make sure maintenance records are properly stored with easy access. Small issues should be fixed immediately without procrastinating. Upgrading your material handling system may also reduce employee injury and fatigue. By eliminating inefficient paper-based picking techniques and upgrading picking technologies to pick-to-voice, pick-to-light, or radio frequency can drastically enhance your processes. Number 4. Proper employee training. The mitigation of material handling safety risks starts with proper training. Training plays a vital role in preventing material handling related accidents. In fact, most modern material handling equipment requires trained operators. Employers should establish a formal training program to teach workers how to recognize and avoid material handling hazards. Training should be conducted by knowledgeable instructors and, at a minimum, discuss the dangers of lifting without proper training, proper lifting techniques, avoidance of unnecessary physical stress and strain, awareness of what a worker can comfortably handle without undue strain, proper use of equipment, and recognition of potential hazards and how to prevent or correct them. To have an effective material handling program, managers must take an active role in its development. An ongoing safety and health management system can motivate employees to continue using necessary protective gear and observing proper job procedures. Instituting such a program, along with providing the correct material handling equipment, can enhance worker safety and health. We hope that you found these best practices useful for improving your material handling programs. Let us know in the comments section what tips or tricks that you have found useful to reduce material handling related employee injury and fatigue. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for more info videos from NASP.